We go to the bottom of the first. Today's starter for Colorado, Antonio Senzatella. What's the word on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Here's Ramon Laureano.
Number 5, Ramon Laureano.
Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Fouled off. He was late. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Way high with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Liner caught it second. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. And that's off the plate. The inside edge. And the count is 1-2. Next pitch is outside. This one smoked out to left. Moniak takes it in for the out. 2 away now.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 3.
2 down, bases empty. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
Yeah!
Here we go, Jackson.
Ball, that's too high.
Swing and a pop-up. Tovar should have this one. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. We played an inning, no score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Ezequiel Tovar. That's in there. 0-1.
That's a ball.
Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
The 2-1. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. That missed by a lot. Ball 3. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. And it is gone. He'll circle the bases. The Rockies score first. It's 1-0.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
All over that one right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
This is Willie Castro. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Brett Sullivan.
Brett Sullivan digging in for the Rockies. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Throw comes into third. Safe at third. Moves up on the pass ball. Two outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. That one fouled off. And delivers outside. That one is absolutely belted, and this one looks like trouble. The run scores from third, and they lead by 2. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Sullivan at second with 2 down. Yeah, that's fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Rockies 2 and the Padres nothing. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here at Petco Park. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Popped up, has a beat on it, takes it in for the out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Xander Bogart.
to the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Gavin.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Ripped, but it curls foul. Oh, 1 now. Late on that fastball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. It wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
The 0-1 drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it one-hops the wall. Here comes Bogarts around third. He'll score, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So digging in, Luis Campusano. Man at second. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. This to center field. And that is that. Padres with a run scoring double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. New inning getting started. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Edouard Julien. Julien, 26 years old, and he was born in Canada. 0-1.
That's a ball.
That smash towards center. Merrill gets under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder, number 2, Tyler Freeman.
Oh, that's inside.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. 1-2 now. That's smacked on a line to center. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Moniak, the next to hit, takes ball one.
That's ball two.
And that
That's
one is
ball three.
downstairs. And now 3-0. And he walked him.
No, that's a ball. Take your base.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
That
Whoa,
one
that's
misses.
down.
That's 5 straight.
Aye.
Moniak leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And now
That's
it's
ball
even
two.
up. Into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for Colorado, the first
And now the first baseman, a double and a run scored his first time up. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two on, 2 outs.
That's a
Inside ball.
really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Yep,
Just
that ball went
missed.
out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 2 left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 2 and the Padres 1. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in San Diego, stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth.
Cronenworth.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it out of here, and it ties it up. It's 2-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
That one way inside. Next offering is fouled back.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Oh, he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He's 0 for 1.
Junior.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for the Padres, the center fielder, number 3, Jackson.
Tatis runs. Ball outside. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Ball 2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. That's ripped into the outfield. And foul ball.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
The 2-1. And that one upstairs.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And the hitters count.
Tied up here in the early going. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch. And it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Here's Manny Machado. First time up was a pop out. That one missed. Two outs and one in scoring position. Swing, and he popped it up near the fence. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch in foul ground. The Padres get one in the inning with a solo blast. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Petco Park. Start of the 4th, Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. Walker Buehler will go back to work.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
Ball. Hey.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
That's inside.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Oh, great stop. From his backside, there's one. On to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Go ahead run on base. Brett Sullivan digging in for the Rockies. Man at first, one away.
That's ball 2.
2-1 now. Right through there for a strike. Just off the outside corner, and that's ball 3.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Colorado, the third baseman, Kyle Caro.
That's too low. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In the air to left center. Merrill on the move. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Edward.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Digging in, Edouard Julien. Two on, 2 outs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The count 2 and 1. That's a little bit low. And the right-hander's 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder, number 2, Tyler Freeman.
Just missed. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Wandy Peralta getting ready to go. Marinaccio also getting ready. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
To the left side, but it is well foul. Next offering is outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Base hit into the outfield. 1 runs in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Walker Buehler will depart, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Wandy
Padres,
Peralta into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
First and second, 2 outs. Mickey Moniak. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
Nope. Ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Hey!
Julian at second. Freeman on at first with 2 down. Late swing, foul to the left. And the next pitch is way outside. Base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Head first slide safe at the plate. 3-run game. It's 5-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt, blocked. Throw into third, safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. And midway in the 4th, it's the Rockies 5 and the Padres 2. Bottom of the 4th, so digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Padres, the first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
On the corner at the knees for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is that. So they go quietly there. We played 4. It's the Rockies 5 and the Padres 2. Ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for Colorado, number 7.
Rumfield.
Well, these Rockies really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's a 2-0. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Willie Castro.
Pitch misses there. Ball one. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 0-1. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Ball.
That one way inside. Line drive. Calls it in. One away.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
One out man at first. Next to hit for the Rockies, Brenton Doyle. Step off throw to first. Dives back out.
Wow, that could be so tough. Left-hander with that leg. Picks it up and can dangle it in the air a little bit, and you're not quite sure. Really good move over, and you can't blame the base runner for getting picked off on that one.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. To the right side, and that's just foul. Ball one there.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And there's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. To the right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. Inning over. Nothing doing for the Rockies, and it remains 5-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. And a foul ball.
You know, these Padres just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. A great play deep in the hole.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
The Rockies leading by 3. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Outside.
Off the plate.
2 balls and a strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Here's a 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Padres.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Laureano comes up to hit. And that one clips the corner. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Valente Bayozo getting loose out there. Agnos also throwing. Cronenworth stands at first with one out. Hit weakly on the ground. There's one on to first, double play. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 5 innings complete. It's the Rockies 5 and the Padres 2. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
Now pitching for the
Ron
Padres,
Marinaccio
number
gets the ball
97.
now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pitch
That's a
misses, and it's 1-0.
Hey. Nope, that's inside.
That one
That's ball
missed.
3.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Payoff pitch. Swing and a
No,
ground
that's foul.
ball, and it goes just foul. 3-2. High fly ball out towards left center. Andujar should have this one. And there's one down.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman, Kyle.
So up
Carros.
next, Kyle Carros. That one catches the corner for a strike. Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Edward Julian.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Late with the swing there. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're still out in front 5-2. Well, we go bottom 6. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. And ball 1. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Brennan Bernardino, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Herget getting loose as well. The other way, and it stays fair. So a man on base to start the inning.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Antonio Senzatella will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
the new
Rockies,
pitcher in the game, Valente Beozo. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Machado.
Base is empty after the double play. Manny Machado up to the plate. High fly ball out to left field. Moniak has a beat on it, and that is that. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They trail at 5-2. Back here in San Diego. So in now for Colorado, Tyler Freeman. And that one is in the dirt. And that is ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. David Morgan, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Rodriguez warming up as well. The 1-0. On the inside corner for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ball.
Swings through that one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
The 1-2. And downstairs. Pitch
Ball
misses. Full count now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ron Marinaccio is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound,
66.
David Morgan. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Stepping in, Ezequiel Tovar. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
No, that's down.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, nobody on. And a curve misses outside. And the count's full. Draws the walk there.
Nope. Ball 4.
Up next for Colorado, the first baseman, number 7, T.J. Rumfield.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Tovar, the runner at first with 2 gone. High fly ball lifted into air right field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. It's the Rockies 5 and the Padres 2. Set for the last half of the 7th. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts.
Ball 1.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here. Big and bad right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And that clips the inside corner. Stays alive. The 2-2. High chopper to third. Long throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for the Padres, the first baseman, Gavin.
Fought off foul. The Rockies leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
He worked the outside corner of the plate, and he kept it around the knees, both with the fastball and with the off-speed pitch.
Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
That one
Ball
missed. And it remains 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. And that one is inside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Padres down in order, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back here at Petco Park. So in now for Colorado, Willie Castro. Fastball for a strike. Misses inside. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one missed. Base hit, left center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Quick toss to first. Castro dives back in safely. Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run blast. And they add to their lead. It's 7-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Brett Sullivan digging in for the Rockies.
Hey.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one almost got him.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. David Morgan done for the night. And he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Bradley Rodriguez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Hey!
Sullivan leads off second with nobody out. That one's in there. That's strike two. Gets a piece and stays alive. Struck him out looking. Karros thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Man at second. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air on the infield. And there's one down.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Edward Julien.
Back to the top of the order. And next is the designated hitter, Edouard Julien. 0 for 3 in this one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Adrian Morejon, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. And the 1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One now. And that is out of play. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Got him swinging.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Off the mark there. 1-2 to count. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
That
Ball
one missing inside. There's a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball four, two aboard.
Thank you, mate.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And it's even up. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 8 and the Padres 2. This is NL West action on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for
Back
Colorado,
now, new pitcher on the
number
mound as we
36,
roll into the bottom of the
Zach
8th. Zach Agnos. He last pitched 2 days ago. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano.
The catcher, Luis Campusano.
On the ground, right side. Castro sends it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Juan Mejia appears to be getting loose. The Rockies up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out towards right center field. Doyle on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up
And a couple of
next for
quick
the
outs.
Padres, the designated hitter, number 5.
So back to the top of the order. Next for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Laureano tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. 2 down, nobody on. Right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Padres go down quietly, and it's still 8-2.
Now pitching for the
We're
Padres,
back. It's the top of the
number
9th, and there's a new
50,
pitcher on the mound. Adrian Morejon. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Leading off for Colorado, the first baseman, number 7, T.J. Rumfield.
That's in for a strike. Morejon, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Castro in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Bullpen action for the Padres. Kyle Hart, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready.
Here we go, Adrian.
1-1. The Rockies up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a bouncer, but it kicks foul. Bounce to third, handled by Machado. Throws to first in time.
Up next for Colorado, the center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
Two down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike. 0-2.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Bogarts with the throw to first. And that is that. Rockies are down quietly. They lead at 8-2. Bottom of the ninth. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. That one not close. Ball 1. And they'll do it again. Outside low. Ball 2. And down on strikes. One down.
Up next for the Padres, the center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. Fouled off left side. Going 2 now. This one in the air, center field. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Padres, the third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Agnos won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Juan Mejia.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So they're down to their final out. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado.
Ball, that's up there.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. He swings and fouls one off. They're down to their final strike. Writes that one away. Still 1-2. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Doubled up on the slider away. Two-seamer here. Just watch and see.
This one smoked on its way out of here. He sends a rocket to left, and they're chipping away. It's 8-3.
He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got it. That finishes the evening's action.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.